Back with another video, y'all. It is 4:30 in the morning, and I'm making this video. This goddamn family, I told y'all, I know what I was talking about. This family is fucked up. And them big Oompa Loompa ass twins, I knew they both played I knew they was in cahoots together with their mama. Now, y'all, I'm gonna give a shout out to the interviewer for this interview he did with one of Nazaya's cousins that's an adult now with her own two kids that's telling her story. This is so sad. When I say I listened to it and I got chills through my body, I wanted to cry. This is sad. Like, they preyed on every little girl. I'm gonna say allegedly for the sake of my video and my channel, but they allegedly prey on every little girl in that family that was connected to them in that household in any way possible. Y'all, listen to this. I wasn't gonna play his video on my platform because I didn't want to get strike, but I'm gonna play his video because y'all needs to see the raw emotions of everybody in this room. Like, they just they messed this girl up. Like, they are messing up all the girls in this family. Like, she said that they even, like, Shannon even went through this. So, which is not a surprise to me because I keep saying she did it, and that had let this happen to all of her kids because it happened to her when she was a kid. It happened to Nazaya's mom when she was a kid. Like, I'm gonna show y'all this video. I'm gonna play this video just so y'all can see the raw emotion. This is so heartbreaking.
None of us planned on being here for this. We hate that we're here for this situation. All right. But as I expressed on my post that I made, I was out at my dispensary partner, West Coast Meds, and while I was recording some content there, somebody said, "Hey, Mark D, I love you, Mark D. I love what you did for Naziah Harris." And I turned around, I said, "Thank you." I'm like, "Who are you?" She said, "I'm one of Naziah Harris's cousins." I said, "Wow." So she took a picture with me, and we had a conversation about her experiences on what she grew up with in that family. And I said, "Well, damn, like with all of the stuff that's coming out, like why haven't you spoke out?" Then I remember, my good old buddy Roxy was telling me about this situation when I first met her. All right, so I'm like, "Well, yeah, Roxy told me about you. It's good to finally meet you." So after the last couple of weeks of me kicking it with this beautiful sister and just getting to know her, after the hearing come out, we got the developments of the hearing. Everybody see the gruesome details of the text messages and all of the things that's coming out with that. And then she witnessed a lot of people bashing her cousin, bashing Roxy and talking bad about her and talking about all of the things that they were saying. Ain't no point in reiterating all of that. So so I was talking to her just today, just so I had been talking to her today. I said, "Man, you really need to say something, And she was like, "I've been thinking about it, and recently, because of stuff that's going on, I feel like I want to." I said, "Well, let me know when you want to do it, and I'll give you the platform." So now here we are. Yet another episode of the tales of what went on inside that house within that family. So, respectfully, I want y'all to give a warm welcome to our beautiful sister, Sierra, who came here today to share her testimony of what went on in the house and her experiences with the family. How you doing, baby?
How you doing? First and foremost, I just want to give my respects to Roxy, my cousin. for being my voice. At the end of the day, I wouldn't even be able to sit here and talk about this if it wasn't for Roxy. We had very multiple personal talks, and she's more than family to me. That's my sister. She was my voice, and she's Nazaya's voice. And at the end of the day, she encouraged me to let me know that it's okay. I got you. Through it all, I'm here. It shouldn't have took for my cousin to come back and be able to be the voice, but she was, and through that, I'm forever grateful. So, with that being said, any backlash that y'all have to say about Roxy, keep it. Furthermore, it is hard talking about this, but at the end of the day, like I said, I have backbones, and they're there for me, so I'm able to talk about it. And I do wish I would have talked about it sooner. I did not know what was going on. But once again, close family members let me know that the things that I thought happened to me, and it took me a long time actually, to recall what happened to me. I thought I used to dream about it. I have a therapist that I talk to, but I teach my kids to speak up. And the worst fear for you as a mother who has been touched or molested is for your kids to go through it and to suffer in it. And Roxy told me, when you're able to talk about it, talk about it. And she encouraged me. So once again, I'm here, and it's not about me. It's to bring awareness on the situation. It's to bring awareness that Nazaya case is real. It can happen with family and loved ones. It can happen with the ones that you trust the most. And talk about it. Speak on it. If you see something, say something, because a lot could be prevented. And the ones who don't believe my testimony, I pray for you. I love you very much. I don't hate you. I pray you seek validation in your life, and I pray that I mean you well. Who I hate, and I don't have hate for no one. I hate you, Jarvis, because you stripped Isaiah of her innocence. Something that was once done to me, and I know how it feels to seek validation in the ones who did it to you. Because once again, like I told y'all, I love my cousins. And I seek validation in them for asking them, and for still knowing what they did to me, and still trying to reach out, and still wanting to be around them because it's family.
Like you told me that, part of the reason, or the main reason why it was hard for you to speak about this for so long was because, these are your family members, and you love them.
Yes.
And you didn't want to hurt them.
No.
And that's the exact dynamic. That's the exact component that keeps so many kids silent about what's going on in the households, because they don't want to hurt the people that's hurting them. And then you said this is going on from age 6 to 12.
Yes. And I once again, both of my child fathers can even vouch, even close family members, a lot of people could. I went through a lot of things. It's not about me. And at the end of the day, both of my child fathers know that I'm not lying, because they even had to suffer from my trauma. And that's the truth be told, because I have 2 children. I have an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I promise you, the trauma lives on. I don't play about where my kids go. I don't
That was that
trust
was
certain
that was
family
that
members.
was part of what you said to me that first day that I met you. You said, Mark, that's why I never let my kids go over there
My
because
kids don't know half of my family, and I hate that. I love my cousin. I love Roxy because I know it's a safe place. I know that there's nothing weird going on. I love my cousin Malik. I love Brianna. I love my auntie Kenya. I love my cousin Miguel. Before all this even unfolded, people had so much to say. People had so much to badger about my auntie Kenya, but she was right. Now, what I do hate is that Kiki and Janelle is bickering with my cousin because at the end of the day, you should be combining with her. Because I'm not going to lie. Y'all had some, y'all shed a little light of something. I can't say y'all did as much, but y'all shed a little light. I heard multiple stories.
I can at least credit Janelle. If
Okay.
with all of the credit that everybody
Yep.
gives me, right? Janelle is the one that
That
came to me,
part.
and if it wasn't for Janelle bringing it
But
to me,
and that's what I'm saying. And as far as my sister, you know what I know, and I love you very much. I love you deep in my soul. You know that. But you should have spoke up for me, and I love you. But here I am. Okay. And yeah. I'm gonna stick behind the ones who was my voice. And now it came to the point where they gave me the strength to be able to talk about this, and it's not about me. I just want to raise the awareness that things get real, and say something. You see something, because it can prevent so much. It can prevent so much. And I wish I would have been able to prevent a lot, but I can't lie. I was going through a lot, and I didn't want to badger anybody because it happened so young, and I was figuring it out. I was still trying to make sure that what I was thinking was not some made believe. And it's so sad to say that it took me years to realize what happened to me was not a lie. What happened to me was
it wasn't
real.
a dream. You said you
It
told
was
me
not a
you
dream.
told me that as you got older, you thought back
I
on it,
thought I was dreaming
and
it.
you thought it was a dream
Yep.
that you was thinking about.
Yes. They made everything that they even experienced me to into a game.
So all of the inappropriate experiences that they had with you, it was,
Yes.
they cloaked it in the form of a game that they was playing with you, and you told me that they was actually teaching you.
Yes. How to perform oral things. Honestly, and I hate to say it, I've been through a couple of relationships with females, and I do feel like they are the reasons why I am bisexual. I'm sorry. I teach my kids to say something. Tell. Tell mommy. So it did take a minute, and I did not know what was going on in that household until certain family members, close ones, was bringing it to my attention that it was going on. And that's when I felt the need to try to take some type of action. And Roxy was the main one who was encouraging me, wherever way you want to take it, cuz I'm there for you. So I spoke up, and I'm ready for whatever is to come with that, because if a lot of more of us would have said something, or just even had the courage to bring it up, it would have further a little bit. I lost my mom in 2017, and from that I kind of drowned in myself in alcohol. I placed myself around people who didn't mean me well. I tried suicide. was going through a dark path, and it took me a minute to get back on my feet, to be there mentally for my daughter. And through that, I realized my kids is all I have. So if I didn't do nothing right, it was to do right by them because they didn't ask to be here. And I knew then I had to cut a lot of things out. So I just wish I would have been able to help more. That's what I'm saying. I wish I would have been able to be there. I wish I would have been able to take action. I wish I would have still been around. But I was fighting my own demons, and I stayed away from Shannon. I stayed away from Marquita. I stayed away from them because I knew they projected onto me, and I didn't want my kids to even experience that.
When we first talked, that she apologized, right? You talked to me when I was talking to you earlier.
Yeah.
You said that it was a half-ass apology. Like what exactly could have been said to apologize after what kind of apology, or what did she say to you that you
I feel like
speak back up a little bit from
I feel like we had like a half ass, like it was around, I don't want to say 20, I might have the years wrong, but I know it was around Thanksgiving, and I don't know if it was around 2022 or 2023, whatever year that my sister came back to visit. And, we went over her house. We went over her house, and it just was like a half-ass apology, basically. We talked about it a little bit in a way, and I was telling her how I was caught doing certain things. And it just was like, how are you, cuz? I'm here for you. But it was never really an apology.
Roxy, what you got to say? You want to say something?
I am I feel enraged. However, I am glad that you listened to what I told you to do. I told you that it was important for you to speak, whether you spoke publicly or privately, for your own healing, because that was important for you.
Same thing I told her.
And to not let them get off. Because I told you I was coming for them, and I was going to be there for you, and I meant that. So I'm glad that you got the courage to get your healing that you needed in the way that you saw fit. And I'll be there for the next step too. This is one of the reasons why I have been pushing for any women, not just family members, that if anybody has violated you in any way, to speak up. It's not easy, but when you don't, and you don't get it off of your chest, you don't get it off your heart, you do things that Sierra just described.
It turns you into
Suicidal
a person that you don't want to be.
ideation, turn into alcohol, and a slew of other things. So when you think that you dealing with it because you done put it so far back in your head, it's not dealt with. So whether you have a person to support you or not, you gotta find a way to get it off of you, because when you think that you're not thinking about it and you just store it, that box can always be unlocked.
If you, because I know she's probably watching, right? Because Bebop and Rocksteady is and Master Splinter is always watching my shit. Like as a victim of hers, and if you could speak to Shannon on behalf of Naziah, what would you say to her?
Cause just tell the truth. I know you was scared. Whatever happened, it happened. Just tell the truth. I know you was scared to raise the kids on your own. I know you was once a victim, but at this point, tell the truth. Tell the truth. I hate it got to this point. I wish you would have got help. I wish you would have got help. They failed you. But at this point, help Naziah. If you had any love in your heart, help Naziah. You know what I'm telling you. It's not a lie. I don't feel good saying this. I don't get nothing from this. Nothing. And you know how much I love y'all. But this shit right here, I was believing y'all for a minute. I really wanted to believe you. Oh, I don't know. But with that being said, just tell the truth. It's up, Shannon. We had personal talks as well, and I just wish a lot of things would have came to the light sooner. I wish that you wasn't, or things didn't happen to you the way it did. But at the end of the day, you had multiple chances to protect someone that you love, and you failed. And for that, I can't forgive you because I love Tuna so much. And I stopped being around because of the things that happened to me. And if you can say what you want, you can feel how you feel. And I love y'all. Y'all know y'all did. Y'all know how much I love y'all. But at the end of the day, the things that happened to me stopped me from coming around. It stopped me from introducing my kids when I had them. I lost my mother, and in the midst of all of that, I was going insane for real. So I know I was doing right by not bringing my kids into this, but I didn't know nothing about until it was brought to me, and my close family members was telling me that you was in relations with your child father who was a predator. At the end of the day, you knew what he was doing, and you allowed things to go on. And my baby, you know who she is, and I call her my yellow banana baby. You let her come forward and say that something happened to her. You turned right around and said she was doing that for attention. A very close one to me stop talking to you because of it.
You told me that a family member that shall remain nameless, right? You came to them and told them about what was going on with you, and they held the same narrative that a lot of people are saying about Naziah, like, "Oh, you're fast," and blamed you for what it is.
Yep.
A family member that shall remain nameless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's a whole nother story because at the end of the day, this is once again sibling. And I gotta live with that. But do I wanna say your name? No. But you know. You know. You had multiple times to help me. You badgered me and hurt people hurt people. I'm a big believer in that. You're right. But if you see something, say something. And for you to be someone that was a role model to me, someone that was close to me, someone that I trusted, someone that I could talk to, someone that I could tell my problems to, or just someone I could confide in, and you didn't do nothing about it. That shows your character as a person. And I could just understand why you would hate for the truth to come out. It's multiple times that I got caught doing something that was not appropriate, and I can't explain it, but I know that it was taught. So, and these same people was around me, family occasions and like events, holidays.
Man, shit like this clearly it affects people long after they going through it, right? We are sitting here with an adult woman who's still affected by the trauma of what she went through as a child, and in fact, she just expressed that her children, you know what I mean, are affected as well. So that's why it's important, man, that family members, you know, not sweep this shit under the rug. And she expressed that she loved these people, and this is the reason why it's so hard for her right now to even say the things that she's saying, because she doesn't want to hurt the people that hurt her in a way that she's still healing from. This is part of her healing process, her recovery. Still, after she's twice the age that she was then.
Well, I just wanted to say, as far as my sister, I know you listening and you chiming in. I love you, Kiki. Do I wish you would have did more? Yes. Do I not understand where you come from? I do. Do I know your trauma? Yes, I do. Is it my story to tell? No, it's not. I don't care how long it's been. Tell your story. You warned me first. And for that, I love you. But the things I endured within it, I am upset. I am mad. I am raging. Because you know. But I love you. And what I want you to know is I'm in your corner yet still. Yet still we bicker. Yet still we beef. Reach out to Roxy. Stop it. Y'all stronger together than divided. I love you. You know I done went to war and hell. And and I still bump heads with people. You my blood, and I love you. You know I know what happened to you. You know I know your intentions is pure, but at times you can come off fucked up. Kiki. At the end of the day, um, I learned a long time ago. I used to say why me, but now I say why not me.
And I feel like that's a perfect segue into a lot of people having the issue with, the title that I named this episode, "The Niece That Survived." Right? A lot of people felt like that was insensitive to Naziah, but it was not in any way, shape, or form meant to be insensitive to Naziah, but more so empowering to a person and any other person that survived a situation like this that can tell a story about
Yes.
it.
And
Right? As we know that this whole situation, Naziah is the catalyst of this situation, but dare I say it, the focus is not on her at this point, right? We still have other kids that are not only in that house, but are in other houses that's suffering from the same situations, right?
yes. And with that
So
being
this is about the voice of a survivor.
and like I said, once again, it's not about me at all. It's to bring awareness for the ones who felt like they had to go on and just keep it pushing. The ones who couldn't speak. The ones who still be around to their family members to this day. And you know who I'm talking about. My cousin, I love you so much. Because you, if it was not for you, I wouldn't have the strength I have now. I know that I have backbones that's gonna stand behind me, and for that I'm forever grateful, because if it wasn't for them I would not be talking to y'all, I promise you. Forget the social media, forget the podcast, forget the this is my family we're talking about. And that's where a lot of people forget to remember. This is my family. This is first blood. This is not second. This is not third. This is not fourth. This is my first kin. This is ones I grew up around. This is ones I raised up around. This is ones we went to fireworks with. This is the ones we had Halloween with. This is the ones I had birthdays with. This is the ones we had Christmases with. You get where I'm going? But this is the one I had Thanksgivings with. My mama passed away in 2017 and everything changed. If my mom was alive to this day, best believe Annette and her would be fighting. My mother was the baby girl. In her house, who had every, it wasn't my mama's house, it was my in the house. Yes, I can give that. But at the end of the day, my mom brought that family together, and I hate to say it, but my mom is turning her grave to know what happened to her favorite niece. I know you don't about to say your favorites, but Kenyatta, Lady, May, that was my mama's favorite niece. And she didn't play about her. Y'all know it. So to be saying anything about Kenyatta anyways, the first person who failed her anyways was Annette. And that's my auntie, and I'm saying that.
Um, I don't even know if it's there's anything else that need to be said. I mean, if you want to say something to close it out, rocks. If y'all want to got some final words, what y'all want to say, y'all final thoughts about the situation before we get out of here.
I just want I am not probably very well liked by certain family members. Well, hell, everybody knows about it. Keep on engineer. Okay, I'm gonna say something to y'all. I do not have an issue with either one of you. Okay, we both exchanged some words that with one another that neither one of us liked. Okay, I will take accountability for my part. The important part right now in this moment is getting justice for Naziah and finding her. Everybody doesn't have the same allotted amount of time. However, the tearing down of each other and barking back and forth at each other, it should be over and done with. Like, it should just be done. We don't have to be in each other's face. We don't gotta call each other every day. We don't have to see each other every day. But at this point in time, while the family is separating, like a knives being thrown separately, we need to like sharpen just one knife. You know what I'm saying? And just cut through one thing at a time.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. It was
So
a shame to me that
like
It's time to stop it.
that's where we need to be at. So social media, not social media, you're hearing it from me so that there is no confusion. When y'all ready to band together and come together as a unit, I'm ready.
You know where I'm at. There's
That's
no.
just where I'm at with it.
Yep.
Shannon,
where's my drink?
I am going. I'm not gonna be your enemy right now. I'm gonna be your family right now. Okay? Let's keep it real. I don't want you to feel like what everyone is saying, like this is your fault. Okay? Did you know some things? Absolutely. Could you have prevented some things? Absolutely. Did you see the signs? Let's keep it real. Absolutely. That's already out. You have let a man, and those are nice words, using man, coming to your life like a Tasmanian devil and rip it completely apart. How is it ripped apart? You are being affected by this. Your children is being affected by this. Your sister is being affected by this. Your niece, all of your nieces is being affected by this. Your mother is being affected by this.
Family.
The entire family, whether you on the Harris side or not, is being ripped apart by a man who didn't give a damn about you. Okay? I don't care how many times he told you he loved you. I don't care how many times he's telling you he love you and he by your side right now. I know what's going on. It's a lot of people that probably think that I don't. Okay? But I do know what's going on. I know everything that goes on with you without you even knowing. That is how much I know what's going on. Okay? I understand that you feel like this man is the father of your children. But no man deserves the title of a father with what he has done to his own children. That is not a father. It's not an uncle. You didn't have the right people in your life to tell you what was right and what was wrong. But I'm telling you, as your family, what's right and what's wrong. Do not continue to let this man manipulate you. What's done is done. What he did is what he did. What you did is what you did. The best thing that you can do for yourself right now is save yourself and tell the truth.
Okay.
We already know. Accept accountability. It is what it is. You gonna have to eat that.
You fucked up.
You gonna have to eat that. And it ain't nothing that you can do about it. But do not continuously let this man create turmoil even more in your life. Their dad is already gone. You, unfortunately, you gonna have to face your truth. Don't let it prolong you. You're stressed. You're losing weight. This is affecting your mental health. You can't sleep at night. You're crying. You're smoking excessively. Look at how he is affecting you. And he locked up. Look at how he's affecting you still.
You better hope they don't come for you next.